Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and welcome to another installment in the Motive Quick Start Guide tutorial videos. Today I'm going to be talking about file management. So to start, let's just open up Motive. And the first thing that I like to do is I like to save a project right away. So you can go to the save icon or just File, Save Project. And it's going to ask you what I like to think is where do you want to save kind of the root folder. Think of this project as like the root of all the stuff you're going to put in it. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So just save that right there. You can see the project. Open the project pane. And this is used for all of the file management. So you can see it's already created a session folder. And let's just add just a couple just random takes in here and then save it. And then you can see there's the session folder right here. So what a project means is where I save this project, all the files that I'm going to be putting into this project are going to be saved under the same folder. So, I was on my desktop. So the files that I'm going to create, like these takes and these sessions, they're going to be saved right next to this project file. And I'll kind of show you more what I mean. Let me just create another session. It's new. Go into this and add a couple more take files and then save this. So you can see it's creating these files right next to the project. And this is very important. These files should kind of stay with this project. The project needs to be able to point to where these files are, and Motive automatically will just create them in the same file that the project is in. So then what are these sessions or these folders? Well, these are just folders that are going to kind of organize your takes, right? So project will contain all of these session folders. And these session folders are going to contain your takes. And your takes are basically just recorded data. These are the actual recordings in Motive. And that's kind of how the hierarchy works. So you have projects that contain sessions, and then sessions that contain takes. So what happens if you don't have a project saved? I'm just going to create a new folder, and then I'm just going to so inside this folder, create another new folder, just kind of show you how things are getting pointed to each other. And then in this folder, I'm just going to grab this take file and move it right in here. All right, so I have a new folder within a new folder, and then that folder contains this take file. So I'm just gonna open this up in Motive. So I just go straight from a take file, opening up a project. So I already have in this new folder this take file, but I don't have a project saved. So what happens when I want to save a project? So it gives me this kind of weird looking dialog box, and it's like, oh, I thought I got a choice to kind of look where I was going to save my project, but it's just giving me kind of this dialog box that says I can name it something, but I can't point to where it's going to go. And I'll show you where this project is going to go. So if you say OK, it's going to save it one folder up from this take file. So in our new folder we created, we have a Motive project. And this is because the project contains the session folders. Right? We have our session folders in here, so if you create a new project, while modifying a take, it's going to save your project in whatever folder this folder is saved under. And it's pretty important to kind of keep all of that organized, which is why I recommend saving a project as the first thing you do when you open Motive. But sometimes you go along, you start editing some data, and then you save a project, and this is basically what's going to happen. All right, I hope that kind of cleared up how this file management system works in Motive. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, thank you for choosing OptiTrack.